All right, so buckle up, everybody, because today we are diving deep into the world of AI chatbots.
Specifically, Anthropic's new Claude 3.7 Sonnet model.
Yeah, this one, it's got people talking,
That's for sure.
We've got articles from like Tech Target, PC Mag,
Oh, and that AWS blog post?
right, and even some chatter from developer forum.
And it seems like everybody's saying the same thing. This isn't just another chatbot.
No, this one could be a real game changer.
Exactly. And you know what's really exciting about this one is we're not just talking about like incremental improvements.
Yeah.
Claude 3.7 Sonnet is being praised for its unique hybrid reasoning capabilities.
Especially, when it comes to coding, right?
Exactly. Coding is where it really shines.
So hybrid reasoning, what is that?
It's kind of like,
Like, is it like a car engine?
well, you can think of it that way.
Okay.
It's more like, think of it like our own brains.
Okay.
Sometimes we need to react quickly, instinctively,
Yeah.
and other times we need to slow down and think things through, like step by step.
Right.
Claude 3.7 Sonnet can do both.
Oh, wow.
So it can give you quick, snappy answers when you need them,
Uh-huh.
but it can also switch gears and engage in deeper, more methodical reasoning, for those really complex tasks.
So it's almost like having two AI models in one, right? Like one for speed and one for those really intricate problems.
Exactly, you got it. And what's really cool is that you, as the user,
Yeah.
you get to decide when to tap into that deeper reasoning power.
Oh, interesting.
That AWS blog post, you mentioned it.
Yeah.
They even have this visual that shows the reasoning process in action. It's fascinating.
Really?
How Claude 3.7 breaks down a problem step by step.
That's amazing.
It really is.
So it's not just faster, it's smarter too.
Well, it's definitely showing signs of a much deeper understanding.
Okay.
Like, for example, previous model.
Yeah.
They really struggled with understanding the nuances of human language.
Right.
Especially in, like, coding instructions.
Yeah.
But Claude 3.7 successfully interpreted a complex request.
Oh, wow.
That involved integrating a third-party API.
Really?
And that's something that no other model has been able to achieve.
So impressive on paper, but how does it actually perform in the real world? Are we just talking hype here, or is it really living up to the expectations?
Well, the benchmark scores are pretty remarkable.
Uh,
It achieved 70.3% on the SWE-bench verified test,
Right.
which focuses specifically on real-world coding issues.
Yeah.
And it topped the charts on the TA bench, which is the one that evaluates how well AI can use tools and handle complex tasks.
Okay, those are some big numbers, but what do they actually mean for someone who's, not an AI expert?
Sure, so imagine you're building a web app, right?
Okay.
And you need to create a feature that allows users to upload images
Mm-hmm.
and automatically generate captions for those images.
Right.
Claude 3.7 can not only write the code for that,
Wow.
but it can also help you choose the right image recognition API
Okay.
and then optimize the code for performance.
So it's like having a super powered coding partner.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And, it's not about replacing developers.
Right.
It's about augmenting their abilities.
Uh-huh.
So handling those like repetitive or time-consuming tasks so they can focus on the more creative and strategic aspects of their work.
I like that.
And it's not just limited to coding either.
Really?
This type of hybrid reasoning, it has the potential to revolutionize a lot of other fields too.
Yeah, I can already imagine the possibilities.
Right.
Like in customer service.
Absolutely.
Or even like medical image analysis.
Definitely, yeah.
If it can tackle complex coding problems, imagine what it could do in those fields.
Yeah, it's really exciting. And this trend toward a single model handling both quick and deep thinking, that's gaining a lot of momentum.
That makes sense, right? You want your AI to be a seamless tool, not like a bunch of separate tools that you have to juggle.
Exactly.
More like having a, truly intelligent assistant by your side.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of intelligent assistants, things get even more interesting when we talk about what's known as agentic AI.
Ooh, agentic AI.
Yeah, and specifically Anthropic's new tool for developers, Claude Code.
Okay, agentic AI, that sounds a little intimidating.
It does, doesn't it?
Like, is it something out of a sci-fi movie? What does that even mean?
It sounds complex, but it's actually a pretty simple concept.
Okay.
Agentic AI is essentially AI that acts autonomously, like an agent working on your behalf.
Okay.
And Claude Code is a prime example of this.
All right.
It's designed specifically for developers,
Uh-huh.
and it's generating a lot of buzz because of its ability to tackle these really complex coding tasks
Really?
with very little human intervention.
So instead of me writing all the code myself, Claude Code can just, do it for me?
Well, not exactly do it for you,
Okay.
more like do it with you.
Gotcha.
It's still a tool,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a tool that can act more independently.
Okay.
So, for example, imagine you need to update your website's security protocols.
Right.
Instead of manually searching for vulnerabilities and patching them,
Yeah.
you could tell Claude Code to handle it.
Oh, wow.
And it would scan your code, identify potential risks,
Okay.
and implement the necessary fixes,
And it just does that automatically.
all while keeping you informed, yeah.
So it's like having a security expert built right into your coding environment.
Precisely. And it goes beyond security, too. It
Oh.
can search through your code, edit files,
Hmm.
even commit changes to GitHub,
Wow.
all while keeping you in the loop every step of the way.
That's amazing.
One tester even claimed that Claude Code took care of 45 minutes worth of manual coding work
45
in a
minutes.
single pass.
Wow. Imagine what you could do with that extra time.
Right.
Grab a coffee, catch up on emails, maybe even just take a break and clear your head.
Exactly. It's a real game changer.
That's a game changer right there.
It allows you to focus on the bigger picture,
Yeah.
the more strategic and creative aspects of your work.
Okay, so this AI is doing all this work autonomously, but how much control do I actually have over the process? Can I tell it what to do, or is it just going to go rogue and rewrite my entire code base?
That's a great question. And that's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
One of the coolest features of Claude Code is its adjustable reasoning budget.
Adjustable reasoning budget.
Yeah, you can literally set a limit on how many thinking tokens it uses.
Thinking token. So it's like giving it a limited amount of brain power.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. It's like setting a budget for how much time and effort
Oh, okay.
Claude Code is allowed to spend on a task.
I see.
This allows you to fine-tune the balance between speed, cost, and the quality of the results.
So if I need a quick fix, I can give it a smaller budget, but if I need a really thorough, complex solution, I can give it more tokens to work with.
Exactly. It gives you a remarkable level of control over the process,
Wow.
making it adaptable to a wide range of needs and budgets.
This is starting to feel like a major shift.
It is.
Not just for, coders, but for all kinds of industries.
Exactly.
If it can do this much with code, what else could it do? What about things like analyzing financial data? Or even composing music?
I mean, that's what's so exciting about this.
Yeah.
The potential applications are vast, and we're really only just beginning to scratch the surface of what's possible.
It sounds like Claude 3.7 Sonnet is really pushing the boundaries of what AI can do.
It is.
But with all this talk about, powerful AI, I think it's important to address the elephant in the room here.
What's that?
Ethical considerations.
Oh, yeah?
Is Anthropic taking steps to ensure that this technology is being developed and used responsibly?
That's an incredibly important point, and thankfully it's something that Anthropic seems to be taking very seriously.
That's good.
From what I've read, they're deeply committed to ethical development, rigorous safety testing, and mitigating any potential harms.
That's definitely reassuring.
It is.
It's exciting to see such powerful AI being developed, but it's crucial that it's done responsibly and ethically.
Absolutely.
It sounds like Claude 3.7 Sonnet is more than just another chatbot.
It is.
It's a step towards AI that genuinely thinks.
Yeah.
And thinks in a way that's more human-like than ever before.
And that raises some fascinating questions, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. Is this the beginning of a new era of AI, one where we work with AI as collaborators rather than just tools?
That is a great question, and one that we should definitely explore further. That's a great question, and I think one we should explore further.
So we've talked about hybrid reasoning, benchmark scores,
Yeah.
and even, dipped our toes into the world of agentic AI with Claude Code.
We have.
But I'm curious about the bigger picture, what does Claude 3.7 Sonnet actually mean for the future of AI?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
I think what's fascinating to me is how this model is blurring the lines
Yeah.
between a tool and a collaborator.
Oh, okay.
We're seeing AI that can not only execute tasks, but also understand the nuances of human language and intent.
So it's not just about telling the AI what to do.
Right.
It's about having a conversation with it.
Exactly. Think about those complex coding tasks we were discussing earlier.
Yeah.
With previous models, you had to be incredibly specific with your instructions,
Right.
almost like writing a computer program yourself.
Yeah.
But with Claude 3.7 Sonnet, you can explain what you want to achieve
Okay.
in a more natural way, almost like you're talking to a colleague.
That's huge. That makes AI a lot more accessible to people who aren't necessarily coding experts.
Precisely. And that opens up a whole world of possibilities.
Yeah.
Imagine a world where anyone can leverage the power of AI to solve problems,
Right.
create new things, and automate tedious tasks,
Yeah.
regardless of their technical expertise.
That sounds amazing.
It does.
But it also raises some concerns for me.
Like what?
What about jobs? If AI can do so much, what will that mean for the workforce?
That's a valid concern, and it's one that we need to be mindful of as we move forward with this technology.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to remember that throughout history,
Yeah.
technological advancements have always led to shifts in the job market.
That's true.
New jobs are created, old jobs evolve, and people adapt.
So you're saying that instead of fearing AI, we should embrace it as an opportunity.
Yeah, I think so. It's an opportunity to learn new skills and adapt to a changing world.
Okay, I like that.
Think about the printing press, for example.
Yeah.
When it was invented, it disrupted the entire industry of scribes who copied books by hand.
Wow. Yeah, I never thought about it like that.
But it also created a whole new world of opportunities
True.
in printing, publishing, and mass communication.
That's a great analogy.
It is, yeah,
It's a reminder that change can be scary, but it can also be incredibly exciting.
absolutely. And I think we're at a similar inflection point with AI.
Okay.
Claude 3.7 Sonnet is just a glimpse of what's possible.
Uh-huh.
As this technology continues to evolve, we're going to see even more incredible breakthroughs that will transform the way we work, live, and interact with the world around us.
So it's not just about like AI taking over our jobs. It's
Yeah.
about AI like augmenting our abilities and creating new possibilities.
Precisely. It's about using AI as a tool to enhance human creativity, problem solving, and innovation.
That's a really optimistic and empowering perspective.
It is.
So if someone listening to this wants to learn more about Claude 3.7 Sonnet and, explore its potential, where would you recommend they start?
Well, Anthropic has a lot of great resources available on their website,
Okay.
including technical documentation, blog posts, and even demos of Claude in action.
Cool.
I'd also recommend checking out some of the articles and forum discussions we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
There's a vibrant community of developers and AI enthusiasts out there who are already exploring the possibilities of this technology.
I bet there are tons of resources popping up every day too.
Absolutely. This field is moving at an incredible pace, so it's important to stay curious and keep learning.
Well, I know I've learned a lot from this deep dive,
Me too.
and I hope our listeners have too.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of ground
I
today.
have.
From hybrid reasoning and benchmark scores to, the potential impact of Claude 3.7 Sonnet on the future of work and innovation.
It's been a fascinating discussion.
It has.
And I think the key takeaway here is that Claude 3.7 Sonnet is more than just a technological advancement.
Yeah.
It's a glimpse into a future where AI is not just a tool, but a partner
Uh-huh.
in problem solving, creativity, and human progress.
That's a great way to put it. So as we're wrapping up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought.
Okay.
If Claude 3.7 Sonnet can already do all of this, what will AI be capable of in 5 years, 10 years? I mean, the possibilities are truly mind-blowing.
And that's what makes this field so exciting.
Yeah,
We're on the cusp of a technological revolution.
right.
And it's up to all of us to shape the future of AI in a way that benefits humanity.
Well said.
Thanks.
And on that note, I want to thank our expert for joining us today and sharing their incredible insights.
It's been a pleasure.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Claude 3.7 Sonnet.
Yes, thank you.
We hope you've enjoyed the journey and that you're feeling inspired to explore the world of AI even further.
Definitely.
Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep asking those big questions.
Absolutely.
So there you have it, folks. Claude 3.7 Sonnet, it's not just another chatbot. It's a step towards a future where AI can truly think and collaborate with us.
And where AI can help us to solve some of the world's biggest challenges.
Yeah, definitely a lot to think about.
A lot to think about.
But hey, that's what the deep dive is all about, right? Giving you the information you need to stay ahead of the curve
Right.
and make sense of this rapidly evolving world.
Absolutely.
And hopefully sparking some curiosity along the way.
Definitely.
So if you're feeling inspired to learn more about Claude 3.7 Sonnet
Yeah.
or the broader world of AI, don't be shy, dive in, explore. And who knows, maybe you'll be the one developing the next groundbreaking AI.
The future's waiting to be written.
It is.
And AI might just be the pen we use to write it.
Well said. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time on the deep dive.